Quinton review. Well, he responded. Kind of. This has probably been my most polarizing video yet. Some people loved it, some people hated it, and I can't say I'm surprised. Usually when I make a video on someone, it's about a channel that is almost universally disliked, like Futures to cover Super Mario Logan. But Quinton Reviews is still a well-liked and highly respected figure in the YouTube community. There were a plethora of comments telling me that I was just some butthurt Trump supporter, that I agreed with what Ben Shapiro said, that I was an I Hate Everything clone, really thought I was past getting those comments, and that I was just looking to get annoyed for no reason. So let's take a look at the aftermath of the video and address some of the complaints that people had with it. But first, let's take a gander at how the man himself responded. Responded. Instead of actually responding, he made a few vague tweets targeted at people like Manga Kamen, me, and Just a Robot. And oh boy, they sure are something. So there's this small group of commentary bros who are all friends and decided to all make videos on me around the same time. And they keep commenting, lol, I also made a Quinton video on each other's stuff. Clearly trying to get more views in all the vids. Like, who are they fooling? You apparently. Quinton makes the automatic assumption that we're all friends when... Not really, no. I've only spoken to Manga Kamen a handful of times, and before these tweets came out, I'd never interacted with Just a Robot. Quinton Reviews, bringing people together ever since Orange Man was bad. The only one I was good friends with at the time was Just Jargon, but his video came out like 2 weeks before mine. Isn't that right, Jargon?
Don't touch me.
You're gonna have to take my word for this, but I honestly had no idea that Just a Robot and Manga Kamen had videos on Quinton coming out. This was my genuine reaction to seeing Just a Robot's video. But the thing is, even if we were friends, why would that matter? He mentions that we were all commenting on each other's stuff promoting our own videos, but no. The only thing close to that was me mentioning that I had made one right before Just a Robot uploaded his, but that was more out of me being pissed than wanting his fans to flock to mine. But again, even if we did, so what? Oh no, smaller content creators networking with each other. Haha, now everything they said is invalid. And of course, because most of his fans don't know what he's talking about and they ask him, he has to reply with something like, they don't like that I dislike Trump and JonTron's politics. They're exposing me as an SJW. I'm so scared. Quinton, show me a section of these videos where someone says that you aren't allowed to dislike Trump or JonTron's politics. You're just blatantly lying to your audience because you know that you have no real way to respond. So you strawman everyone and act like their only problem is that we're all huge fucking Trump supporters and don't like that you hate him. When that was never the problem, and nobody ever acted like it was the problem. The issue is that you insert these pointless parts in your videos where you do nothing but spout your political opinions.
I fucking hate Trump.
That are so simple as, JonTron is racist, or Trump is bad. I was warned by a friend that these guys were trying to find dirt on me, and that they smell blood in the water. So I expect to see some sharks coming after me. Instead, guppies. Little, peeved guppies. Adorable. You expected sharks? Well, I'm sorry, I guess I wasn't as harsh in the videos you may have wanted me to be. Also, nice job at trying to make yourself look bigger than all the people criticizing you by calling them guppies. You see, it's like me trying to make you look sad and pathetic by calling you an overweight neckbeard with unibrow who thinks that his bigotry someone makes him a morally righteous person, and that his hatred of Trump somehow makes him anything more than a mediocre at best commentary channel that pretends to be a reviewer, to convince himself that he hasn't wasted his life making shitty Doctor Who reviews, and analysis of all the YouTubers who are infinitely more interesting and talented than he could ever hope to be, or that his bashing of all the people he doesn't like and his deleting of tweets that will cause any form of controversy doesn't show his evident insecurities. Is that harsh enough? I mean, why else would he mention the fact that we're small? If you're implying that smaller channels shouldn't be able to talk about you and your controversies, then shouldn't that apply to you? I guess that means you shouldn't have made videos about Greta Under, Leafy, PewDiePie, Logan Paul, Channel Awesome, EviGN, H3H3. There's a common theme with all these tweets, and it's that Quinton doesn't actually address any of the criticism in the videos. Like I predicted in my initial video, he just dances around them, but no, he couldn't take that strike to his ego. So he'll continue to make his boring, mediocre content and pass off any criticism with a snarky comeback. Again, it's because he knows he has no real way to respond. Because he's a pussy and he knows he's in the wrong. When he was asked to actually talk about what people said in their videos, he responded with, it's literally just 10 videos of people calling me a NPC SJW with opinions they don't like. I have nothing to say or take back. I seriously doubt he even watched the videos at this point. It's like he just saw Manga Kamen's title and was like, oh, these are all just videos of people calling me an NPC. XD? You may also remember this part of my video. That's not gonna work forever. Eventually people are gonna get fed up, and he's gonna end up annoying his fanbase even more than he's done now. Well, that kinda ended up happening. If you didn't know, Monkey Jones got his YouTube channels terminated for seemingly no reason. Twitch Quinton tweeted, "That face when the YouTuber who bragged about having more followers than you and called you a fat cuck for being anti-transphobia gets his channel deleted." You know, it's a little distasteful to make fun of someone losing their livelihood right when it happened. But he deleted the tweet and apologized. But then deleted his apology? I wouldn't be mentioning this if it weren't for the fact that Quinton didn't start explaining himself until another YouTuber by the name of Lemon tweeted about it. Weird how Quinton only responded to the criticism he was receiving when it was given by someone who was more popular than him. But whatever, moving on. Remember when I said this in the original video? But as we all know, and Quinton should know at this point, is that if you upload something to the internet, it's not going away. But that's sure as hell not gonna stop him from trying. Take a fucking guess what Quinton did. Yep, he deleted the tweet. But, that's weird. Even though he deleted them, I'm still able to show them to you. It's almost as if things you upload to the internet stay there forever, and there's no point in deleting them because it takes less than a second to screenshot something. So is that all? What else does Quinton have to share in his infinite wisdom? If you make fun of someone's appearance online and you haven't done a face reveal, you're ugly. What? He's so fucking dumb. It honestly would have been better if he didn't respond at all. So with his fans saying these really vague and untrue tweets, they started rampaging the comments section with very clever rebuttals to the things I said. Alright, so most of these can simply be debunked by a couple words, but I'll try to explain myself as best I can, and hopefully Quinton's fans can understand what I'm saying this time. First thing people like to point out to me is that when I said I find Quinton boring and unfunny, that it was, get this, subjective. And yes, it was completely subjective. That part of the video was to introduce Quinton's channel and my overall thoughts on him, before getting into the controversies. Of course it was subjective. Then I had people saying, so what if he's not funny? Not everyone has to be funny, Mark. And you're entirely correct, not everyone has to be funny, but I would sort of expect that from a channel where the description says, in the end, it's all about making you laugh. Do some people really just not pay attention? I read out the channel description in the video, for Christ's sake. Next we have the part where I said that Turkey Tom didn't really change the direction of his channel, to which people replied, he means that Tom has gotten edgier in his videos, like with the Mr. Enter and Digibro videos. He unfollowed Tom before those videos came out. When Quinton told Tom that people like him were toxic, he was making videos like the problems with Reddit and the problems with DeviantArt. Last time I checked, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Quinton does not have the ability to see into the future and know Tom would accuse Mr. Enter of being a pedophile. He did this to Tom before that video was released. Do you think that people ever just check what they're saying is actually true before commenting? Since this complaint is so fucking stupid, I'll just mention it here. People said they did mention Ben Shapiro's platform in PewDiePie's video. No! Go watch the video. We were given no context as to who Ben Shapiro is or what he does. Yes, it says The Ben Shapiro Show in the background, but that gives absolutely no indication to who he is or what he does. Just that his name is in fact Ben Shapiro. I got a lot of people telling me the JonTron remark was a poorly executed joke. I know this is getting old at this point, but no. Quinton does think JonTron is racist. He's admitted that.
That's how you get people being very outright spoken about their liberal beliefs. That's how you get people being slowly indoctrinated into this alt-right. I think that's how you get people like JonTron quoting white supremacist mantras on podcasts. Which is uncomfortable, I know, but I lost a lot of respect for that man.
There were also a few people saying Quinton had every right to take down the re-uploads of his videos, and while technically yes, he is allowed to do that, I don't exactly think it was morally right. And finally, by far the biggest complaint, other than my own thoughts being subjective, was that him mentioning Trump was relevant to his Thinning 2 review. Yes, it was. It's just too bad that wasn't what I was criticizing him for. You see, in my video, I said that there was no need for him to mention how much he hated Donald Trump. You could take those 40 seconds out of the video and it would be exactly the same. Quinton hating Trump gave no addition to what he was talking about, other than he got to annoy a lot of people, which he seemed to enjoy. People also made the assumption that I was only annoyed at him bringing politics into his videos because I didn't agree with what he was saying and was just calling him a stupid leftist. Just because I criticize someone doesn't mean that I support what they are against. Never once did I ever imply that in the original video, and seems to me like people, including Quinton, were just looking for reasons to disagree with what I was saying. I'm shocked, I really am. I didn't expect Quinton to receive the video so poorly, and I doubt he'll ever acknowledge any of this stuff again other than a few one-off jabs. But if he does, then I hope that he'll actually try to talk about the things that people were criticising him for, instead of loosely strawmanning everyone as anti-SJW haters. He won't though. He's still going on that downward spiral, and I don't think he's ever going to realise it because he's got his head so far up his own ass that he doesn't notice. He can say all he wants that he's trying to avoid drama by not talking about this stuff, but Quinton, you realise that by tweeting about PewDiePie doing something stupid means you're talking about the drama. Through his Twitter over the past week, he's shown that he hasn't changed at all from these videos, and he never will. So I think I'll end this with a quote from his famous Grade A Under A video. If someone having an opinion not like yours makes you convulse in anger or sends you into a deep rage planning on what quick zinger to throw out to end the conversation then and there, to make you the universal winner, or if someone bringing up a good point sends you into Terminator scanning mode, trying to find that one attack point where you can swipe in and destroy that person's reputation, please stop, and try to act like an adult for once in your life. The most annoying tactic used by the QuintonBot 9000 is the attempt to disarm the other's right to an opinion, instead of actually having to counter anything that they've said, and it's the most pansy move you could possibly take in any situation. Happy late birthday, Quinton.